So today we're going to learn how to use a program called Scratch. But first, I want to show you these 3 buttons that you can always see in the top right of a window. This one here is called Minimize, and that sends the window to the bottom of the screen. Let's see what happens when you left-click that button. It disappeared. Where did it go? It went down here. So, to see it again, all you have to do is click the icon at the bottom and it comes back. Let's look at the next button. This one here in the middle is called Maximize. And if we click that, let's see what happens. It fills the whole screen. How do we make it smaller again? We click it again. And if you want to close the window completely, you have to click this one here, the red X. Let's see what happens when we click it. It goes away completely. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do in today's lesson is open a program called Scratch. This picture of a cat is Scratch. So you have to double click to open it. This is what Scratch looks like. On the left, we have this window here, which is called the stage. This is where all the action happens. And on the right, we have this window here. These are the blocks that we can use to make things happen. And this is where we put them all together. So, your first step is to open Scratch by double-clicking on the cat. Okay, so now you have Scratch open, let's look at what we can do. Here you can see that all these are different colors, which means that they all do different things. So let's click on motion, which is blue. All these blocks are to do with motion or movement. So this one here is move 10 steps. This one here is turn right, turn left, point towards a direction, or anything to do with movement. Let's look at this one here, which is orange, and it's called Events. Let's take the when green flag clicked block, hold down the left mouse button and drag it into the right hand window. So this means that when the green flag is clicked, something will happen. What will happen is up to us. So let's make the cat move 10 steps when we click the green flag. Now when we click the green flag, watch what happens. He moved. Let's click it again, and he moves again. And again, and again, and again. Your next step is to use these blocks to make the cat move. Okay, now let's delete these blocks simply by dragging them back into the left-hand window. I want to make this cat speak. So I'm going to take the when green flag clicked block again, which is in Events, and this time instead of motion I'm going to go for looks. Now here we have anything that's to do with the way the cat looks. So the first one here says, say hello for 2 seconds. So let's grab that and attach it to the block and see what happens when we click the green flag. He says hello. Now, can you see here that there is a white box around the word hello? When you see a white box in these blocks, that means you can change whatever is inside. So, how do we change what the cat says? We double click inside the white box. And now the writing has gone blue, which means we can change it. So if you press backspace on your keyboard, you can type whatever you want into this box. I want you to type, hello, my name is, and then your name. Now when we click the green flag, let's see what happens. He says your name. What's this other thing we can change here? It says say for 2 seconds. Let's change this to 5 seconds. So double click on the 2 and change it to 5. And let's see what happens when we press the green flag. He says it for longer. So your next task is to use these blocks to make the cat say your name. Okay, at the moment our cat is just on a white background. Let's change the background to put him somewhere more interesting. In the bottom left-hand corner of the window, you can see it says Stage Backdrop. Let's click it, and it says here we can choose a backdrop from the library. We can paint our own, and there are also some other options. I want you to click Choose Backdrop from Library. That means we can choose any of these places to put our cat. So he could be in a baseball field, in a lovely sunny beach in Malibu, in a bedroom. You can use this slider at the top to go up and down and see all of the pictures. Your next step is to find one that you like. I like this castle here. Click on it and then click OK. And let's see what happens. The cat is now in a medieval castle. That's your next step. Change the background. Okay, now that we have a new background, let's make the cat say some more things. If we grab another one of these blocks, we can add it to the first one. So drag it over and attach it like that. I want you to make the cat say your 3 favorite things in the world. So I'm going to change this one so that it says my favorite things are ... And I want you to put a different thing on a different block. So we grab another block for my first favorite thing. And my first favorite thing is music. drag another block for your second favorite thing. My second favorite thing is pizza. And a third one for your third favorite thing. And my third favorite thing is animals. Okay, so that is your next task. Say your 3 favorite things for 2 seconds each. Now let's see what happens when we click the green flag. Okay, so our last task for today is to make the cat look a bit like you. We're going to choose another picture from the library, and to do that you click on costumes, and then we have the same buttons that we had before. Choose costume from library. Click it, and you can choose any of these costumes here. A costume is just a fancy way of saying the way the character looks. So there are lots of pictures of different people and animals here. And I want you to choose your favorite one. So, if you're a boy, maybe you could choose this one. If you're a girl, maybe you could choose this one. Or you can even go to animals and choose your favorite animal. Or you can go to people and choose from all these different people. So it could be real or a cartoon. And I want you to choose your favorite costume and add it to your project. How do we do it? We find one we like, click it, and then click OK. And as if by magic, our cat has turned into a boy. Top, bottom. Okay, when you finished all of that, I want you to add another character for your partner. So how do we add another character? We have to click where it says New Sprite. And Sprite is just a fancy way of saying a character. So we can choose the sprite from a library. And we have to choose whichever one your partner wants to choose so that you're both in this project. So let's add this one here, the nano. But you can choose whichever one you want. And if we click and hold, we can move it around. And let's have a look at these 2 buttons here. This one is called grow, and this one is called shrink. So if we click grow, and then we click on top of this sprite, it makes it bigger. And if we click on shrink and click on top of the sprite, it makes it smaller. That's your next task. Add another sprite for your partner. Okay, now that we've done that, I want you to make the other sprite say his or her favorite things too. So we can click here on the second sprite and add just the same blocks that we added the first time. When green flag clicked, then go to looks, say hello, my name is, And then say, my favorite things are, and your partner's 3 favorite things. So that's your next step.